Hello and welcome to CloudFox Hub. My name is Bhavesh Shatara. If you have CCTV camera, two settings are mandatory. One, what your CCTV camera will capture. And second, how you are going to store this capturing data. I'm always calling CloudTrail as a CCTV camera of our AWS account. So inside CloudTrail, it is also mandatory for you to set up what CloudTrail will capture and how we are going to store this capturing data. In this video, we are going to discuss about these two settings. Let's start. When we open CloudTrail console, here we are getting one option, Trails. Trails actually going to provide us these two settings. Setting number one, which kind of CloudTrail events you want to capture and how you are going to store this captured data. First of all, I want you to understand what is trail, and then we'll talk about some of the settings that we are getting while creating trail. So I'm going to start with why we need a trail. By default, we have event history, right? So inside CloudWatch, we have event history. Now this event history having some limitation. First limitation is it is just going to store event history of last 90 days. It is not going to store these events into the S3. It is not allowing us to store this into the S3, right? It is not centralized. It means you can capture events from your current account only. If I want to see the events from other account, I cannot. Another minus point we have is it is going to capture event per region. So if right now whatever the event I'm getting, it is actually from Asia Pacific. If I want to check history of my US region, I have to change the region and then I will get all the event history of my US region. Same way, it has limited filtering and captures only management event. So by default, we have this event history inside CloudTrail, but it has so many limitations. If we need long-term storage, right? We don't want this 90 days limitation. We want to store all the events for long period of time. Why? Because we can investigate after months as well if we have this store for more than 90 days. Sometime in the company, it is compliance requirement to store these events for more than 90 days. Then you have requirement to create events for multiple AWS account, and you want to capture all the events like management events, data events, inside events, network activity events. By default, we have this event history, but it is actually going to store only management events, right? So we want data events, we want inside events, we want network activity events. In this case, we can go to the trail and we can set up trail. Once you go to the trails, here we have this option to click on create trail, and it is actually giving us so many options to set up this. But when you are in the interview, if someone will ask you question like tell me what is trail inside CloudTrail, then your answer would be very straightforward. A trail is a configuration that continuously record events, store logs in S3, can cover all the regions. So it is going to store events from all the regions together and can cover all the accounts. If you have multiple accounts and if you want to capture events from multiple account, Trails is also giving this facility. Simple line, event history equal to temporary view, trail equal to continuous log collection. Now, inside trail, you are going to get all these various options. I want you to understand this because according to my knowledge, in the history, they ask questions related to the trail setting, okay, in the exam. So that's why I am going to explain you all the settings step by step. The first option is very simple. You just need to go to the trail and then you need to click on create trail. Then you can give trail name. Here I am giving name. Now here I am getting this enable all the account in my organization means it is about organizational trail. Now, this setting is very important because it is allowing us to go for multi-account setup, enable organizational trail, collect the logs from all the accounts, store it into the centralized S3 bucket. Very important for the enterprise security. If you're using AWS organization, you can enable this. If single account lab, leave unchecked. In production, always enable organizational trail. We already discussed about AWS organization in this course. So AWS organization allowing us to manage multiple accounts together. I don't have AWS organization enabled right now. That's why I'm getting it grayed out. No need to worry about it. You just need to understand what is the meaning of organizational trail. Right now, you don't need to enable this. And I recommended you to don't go for the practical of this. Why? Because as per new AWS free tier account, if you enable organization, then you are not going to get benefit of free tier account. Okay, so don't enable this. Just remember, if you want to capture events from multiple AWS account, you need to enable organization, and then you can enable this while you are setting up the trail. Okay, now the second option we have is all about storage. Here we are going to capture event, and then we are going to store this inside the S3. Why we need to store this inside S3? For long-term retention, for investigation, for compliance requirement, and for mandatory for proper logging. Now, AWS is also giving us facility to encrypt this logs using SSE-KMS. So when you enable SSE-KMS, it is up to you to enable SSE-KMS or not. Okay. If you enable this, CloudTrail will encrypt every log file using KMS key before storing it into the Amazon S3. So before sending it to S3, it is going to encrypt all. Why? Because it is actually log. And if anyone can try to alter this log, it would be like a problematic. Okay, so that's like a very good idea to keep it secure using encryption. You must either create a new KMS key and select an existing customer managed key. CloudTrail does not allow default AWS managed KMS keys. As you know that in S3, we have AWS managed KMS key. But here, if you want to encrypt your log using KMS, you have to create a new key, or you can choose existing key. AWS is not going to provide default KMS key for this encryption. Now we have log file validation. Now this is very, very important. Why? Because if you have some logs inside S3, and if someone will try to alter this log, you have to find out this detail as well. So to keep your log file secure, you want no one can alter your log file, you have to enable this log file validation. Now how it is going to work? Let me explain you this step by step. Log file validation. In AWS CloudTrail, when you enable log file validation, CloudTrail create additional digest file. Let's say that cloud.
Thanks for watching. To continue learning AWS with structured lessons, real labs, practice tests, and live sessions with Bhavesh Atara, join our full course at www.cloudfolkshub.com. For any help, call 982-575-7737. All course details are provided in the description.